What is crypto used for? A review of different types of crypto. Utility tokens, bitcoins, DeFi, and most recently NFTs are just some of the crypto terms that get thrown around. As an average Joe, it is easy to get confused with all these terms that spring up out of what seems to be nowhere. After the origination of Bitcoin in 2009, the crypto world seems to be moving at light speed. This fast progression of crypto is bound to throw you in a haze if you don't keep up. Besides, new revolutionary developments seem to arise in the snap of a finger, so it's safe to say crypto is the future we're headed to. Plus, with the recent report of Elon Musk urging McDonald's to accept Dogecoin for payment, there's no doubt that future is quite close. Cryptocurrency as a whole is a large concept that can be complex to grasp, but thankfully, it has been grouped into four main categories: stablecoins, store of value tokens, utility tokens, and NFTs. But first, before getting into these categories, it's important to start from the basic two different forms cryptocurrency can come in: tokens and coins. What exactly differentiates a crypto token from a crypto coin? In recent times, coins have so often been mistaken for other crypto, but the distinction lies in their features and origin. Ultimately, their uses boil down to how they were made. In plain words, coins can run on their independent blockchain. Primarily, they are placed on the same value as their value is intrinsic. Common examples of coins are Bitcoin and Ethereum. These coins can be exchanged for money and are placed on the same value henceforth. Tokens, on the other hand, are cryptocurrencies that run on blockchain networks they have no control over. They run dependently on other networks. Unlike coins, a token is merely a representation of an ecosystem, and outside of that ecosystem, it has no intrinsic value. In a basic sense, the value of tokens lies in the purpose they were made for. A token can represent anything at all, and this feature in of itself is what makes it attractive to people. But outside of the purpose created by their developers, tokens are not valued or worth money. Most tokens are built under the Ethereum network. Over the years, tokens have proven to be an enormous part of the crypto world that has proven to be in itself revolutionary. Although they are not particularly recognized as investments to their owners, they have gone on to play a large part in transcending the crypto world. Categories of cryptocurrency. Stable coins. Stable coins are cryptocurrencies whose values are pegged to a crypto, fiat money, or exchange-traded commodities. What makes stablecoins stand out is their attempt to combine cryptocurrency value to the value of fiat money. The main objective of stablecoins is to provide swift transactions and privacy during payments. Furthermore, stablecoins are non-volatile cryptocurrencies. More so, stablecoins can be pegged to have equal value as currencies, US dollar included. A good example of a stablecoin is Tether, store of value tokens. Store of value is a term used to describe the possession of assets that can resist depreciation over a long period. For tokens to be considered a store of value, their value should be stable or rise over time, but never diminish. That means store of value tokens are tokens considered as long-term investments. But then, this contradicts the feature of tokens themselves. If crypto tokens have no inherent value, then how do store of value tokens serve as investments? In simple terms, their value is dependent on the work of the company or developers. The value of tokens is tied to the company's progress, thereby making these tokens serve as securities. Essentially, the rise and fall of the tokens are equivalent to the work put in by the company. Security tokens in this sense act as an affordable and accessible crypto alternative to stocks or bonds. One major caveat is, security token owners are not recognized by the company as members of the board. Also, due to the complexities involved, security tokens are regulated, which obliges investors to legally declare their tokens as security, thereby subjecting them to pay taxes for ownership. Although security tokens serve as benefits in many aspects, due to their government regulation, the chances of encountering scams is unlikely. Utility tokens. A utility token is a special type of token that is in many ways largely similar to a security token, so much so that they get mixed up. The profound difference between these two tokens is that utility tokens only serve as mass participation to fund a project or company. In return, purchasing a company's utility token gives people access to the product or service offered by that company. Primarily, utility tokens are crypto coupons that are gateways to a company's services. The negative side of utility tokens reside in its non-value outside of the company's umbrella. Although users are allowed to access a network, this access is often uncertain because there's no regulatory framework that audits these tokens. Furthermore, this non-regulation or open system under which these tokens work makes buyers highly susceptible to scams. Additionally, buyers have no expectations of profit. Besides the promise of exclusive services offered by the company, the value of utility tokens is based on supply and demand. The advantage that utility token has over security token is that buyers are not required to declare the token as assets, and neither are they liable to pay taxes for ownership of the token. NFTs. The introduction of NFTs is the most recent blockchain development that has left the world in awe. At first, what seemed to be a grandiose and utterly confusing idea has slowly become the direction in which most artists and art lovers are headed. Non-fungible tokens, also known as NFTs, are tokens that represent objects in reality. In basic terms, NFTs are unique items that are traded as digital assets in the crypto market. Think of your one-of-a-kind physical items like music, video games, painting, but in a virtual form and being sold as a digital asset. There's a more complex working behind NFT, but in simple sight, what it encompasses is this. What qualifies as NFTs? Practically anything you can place value on that can qualify as a digital asset can be sold as an NFT. Takeaway. In time, we'll see cryptocurrency evolved into something bigger that will transcend any expectations the world has. Ultimately, the evolution of crypto will create a shift in the world's dynamic, and that is something to look forward to. Would this transition lead to turmoil? As far as consequences go, it's nearly impossible to tell the trajectory that the crypto revolution would throw humanity. Thus far, cryptocurrency and blockchain as a whole has proven to be reliable, so individuals should trust in them and develop with the times. Not that long ago, we took a look at what happened in Nigeria in terms of crypto, a lucrative example of crypto adoption taking place. Go ahead and check that video out to be in the know. See you on the next episode of The Crypto Question. Share, subscribe, and keep asking questions.